Today we're going to be using a stability ball, a band, and a loop to work our whole body. So grab your things and let's get started. Okay. So I've got my flat band. So it really depends on the resistance of your band. Okay, so if you've got a really tight band, you'll hold farther at the end. If you've got a loose band, you never want it to be slack. Okay, so I'm going to test it. So I want to keep my shoulders down. Okay, so I don't want to bunch my shoulders up or I'm going to feel a lot of my traps, my neck. Squeeze back. Squeezing through my upper back. Now you don't want it up here, right below the chest. And now of course if that band feels really tight, like you can't get it up there, all you do is grab the ends. Okay? Just make sure you don't wrap it around your hand. Pull apart. This is upper and mid back, back of the shoulder. Now pulse back. Give me 7, 3, 2, release, and do it again. Remember the shoulders down. They will start to creep up if you don't pay attention. Sometimes that muscle wants to help. Now a little X pattern here, and then away. So we're pulling apart and back. Now these are all the back muscles, posterior muscles, that we really should focus on a lot if we spend a lot of time on a computer, right? Because all those front muscles get short and tight. One more. Okay, relax for a second. Now you should feel all nice and warm through that upper back. Drop one end of the band. You're going to step on the band with the opposite foot. And you can kind of adjust as you go. Really depends on your band. So I'm going to step on there, my feet apart, and I've got a row. So I'm going to grab lower. I'm going to pull back. So all you have to do is adjust as you go. If it feels too easy or too hard, you want to think about retracting. See, before my hand ever pulls up, I'm pulling my shoulder blade in. Nice flat back on this. Now pulse up 7, 1. The pulsing is on that elbow, not your hand. Okay, let it go. 7 again. Elbow, elbow. Let it go. Single counts. And we can always adjust as you go. If it gets too hard, pulse back 7. You can always pause it. You don't have to pulse. I'm just trying to keep you at the higher end. All the way down. Last set of singles. Stay at the top. 7. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let that go a little bit, slide it, because it's going to weaker muscle. And again, where you step makes a difference. You got a hammer curl. Hammer curl. So you can step on it with both feet. Oh, that's fine. Just make sure it's not too easy. There should be no slack in that band at the bottom. Don't be a slacker. I sound like my father. When did that happen? Pause right there. Small. Down a little bit, all the way down. So it's a little pause right there, halfway, up a little bit, down a little bit, all the way. Single counts. So keep that elbow by your side. And now we got that pause right there. Up a little bit, down a little bit, all the way down. Okay. I'm going to let this foot go because I want to pull out, okay? It's called a sword pull. Small muscle group, all here in the shoulder. You might feel the back of the arm as well. Thumb down, okay? We're pulling on an angle. Out. Out. Now keep your abs tight. You're stabilizing. That's why I stepped my feet apart to help me stabilize. So if it feels like you can't get up there with that elbow, a little slack in the band. You only need to get that elbow shoulder level. Okay, we're gonna do a 1.5. So we're gonna go to the top, up, down a little bit, up, and down. Got 3 more. It's all about that elbow. I know, I favor the elbows. What's up with that? Big fan. 1 more. Okay, relax that for a second. Okay, before we go to the other side, let's grab our loop. Just remember what side you did. Grab that loop. Remember, you don't have to have one, but it's so much more fun. Wink, wink. Really depends on your idea of fun. Turn it out. Slight turn out with the knees and toes. Chest up. Nice slow squat. So we're using that band, pressing against it to really strengthen those hips. So if your band is so tight that you can't get your feet apart, you can always slide it up higher and do it, but still open up against it, okay? You want a challenge, but you don't want it affecting your form in a bad way. Okay, let's go. Singles, down and up, down and up. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Spread those toes. All right, let's do the 1.5 on the squat now. Down half, down up. Down half, chest up, down up. Keep pressing outward. 1 more. Single counts. You got 4 more. Let's do that 1.5. Down half, down up. You feel anything? Sit back. Okay, we're gonna start where we end where we started. Down 2, up 2. Up. Push out. 2 more. Last one. Okay, take that off. That's set 1. She's saying that like there's gonna be more sets. Okay, so we're back where we started, but now we're on the other side. Rows. Okay, so I'm stepping on my band with the opposite foot. Adjust. You might even do a rep and see how it feels. This is a strong muscle group. You really want some tension there. Wide base of support, flat back, pull up. Remember, get that retraction in there. Pull that shoulder blade back and in. See how I adjusted to make it harder? Okay, give me singles. Remember, pulling back with the elbow. How you doing? Stay up. 7, 6. Remember, you're pulsing the elbow, not the hand. 3, 2, all the way down. 7 again. Always want to get that stretch at the bottom. Now singles. 2 more. And the 7 pulses. Or hold. As long as you're up there. 3, 2, take it down, single counts. 1 more set. 2 more. Now the pulse. Last 3, 2, stand up. Okay, we got that bicep. So it's a hammer curl. Okay, pull up. So as you do a rep, you can kind of test it. It should be challenging, but you should be able to go full range of motion. It shouldn't be so loose at the bottom that it's floppy, right? We don't want floppy anything. Remember, biceps are strong muscles. We got to challenge them. Now uphold right there. Go up a little bit, down a little bit, And then all the way down. All the way down. Okay, pause. Up, down, all the way down, up and down. Think about flexing your bicep as you do it. Did you know when you think about a muscle while you work it more? I didn't make that up. Up and pause. Right there. Up. Down a little bit. Down. And again, pause. Up. Down. And we got our last set of singles. And then last set of the pause. Up a little bit, down a little bit, and down. Okay, we got that sword pull. So my thumb is down, my knuckles face you. I'm standing on with the opposite foot. Make sure you've got enough slack that you can get up there level with your shoulder with the elbow. Ready? Go. So it's not going straight out to the side and it's not going forward. It's somewhere in between. It's about a 45-degree angle-ish. Now 1.5. Up, half. Up, down. Up, half. Up, down. Keep that wrist strong and straight. Singles. Okay, 1.5. Up, half. Up, down. Last set of singles. 2 more. And then 1.5. Here's your last one. Okay, grab that loop. Okay. Now you had the benefit of knowing what's coming. That's good and bad. All right. Step in. That's why I like these fabric bands so much more than the little, I don't know what they're made of. Some kind of plasticky, silicone-y, I don't know. They always start to roll up and then they start jabbing into you. I know, I just need to suck it up. Okay. Squat. I like this because it spreads the tension across. I like to be comfortable in my discomfort. Okay, so we're gonna change this up a little bit. Go down for 4. Now take the arms forward and then back up. So right now we're starting about chest height with the arms. Press outward. This also balances out your weight going back. Now, if you want a little more challenge, take the arms overhead. You're gonna feel that tension all the way down your back. A little harder on those back muscles. So don't feel like you have to do that one if it's too much. It's called an overhead squat. A lot of trainers use this, not with the band, but to assess mobility on potential clients. Single counts. Remember, you could be here. You could have your hands here. Keep pressing outward, right? Go to 4 counts again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up. One more of that speed. Last set of singles. Go. 8. Last 4. 2 more. Last one. Okay. Again, drop that band. We're going to use our ball and our mat. Again, if you don't have a ball, you could do a chest press or push-ups. We are going to do push-ups off the ball. This is actually way easier to do because you can really adjust where the tension's coming from. Now, I should probably air this up at some point. It's starting to look like a raisin, how squishy it is. So I'm gonna roll forward. That's part of the fun, is just getting on the ball. Okay, so I'm gonna ease this back. So see how the ball is under my thighs? Down, up, up. So a good way to adjust this to make it more challenging is to take that ball and put it under your shins or your feet. The farther away it is, the harder it gets. More body weight you're lifting. So you're going slightly forward. This is also core. Keep your abs in. You don't want to look like a hammock through your back. Last one. Okay, roll back. Stay on your ball though. That was the ball, by the way. Can you tell I had a brother? Okay. Okay, so now I'm supported by the ball. You could be hands and knees. I'm going to start with my left leg, leg closest to me. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Control that. Keep that leg flexed, not floppy. Now come up, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, take it down. That was a weird way to count it. 7, 6, 3, 2, down, and again, 7. I was always taught when I was taught how to teach, you never count up and down because there's no end point, right? Really think about flexing that glute. Lift and lower. Make sure you're tapping that toe. The glutes really benefit from a fuller range of motion. That's the nice thing about being on the ball. You get a better range of motion. And then we're going to stay at the top. 7, 6, 3, 2, one more set of 7. We got another set of push-ups. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'm going to roll it back a little bit. So now I can come forward and be a little further off the ball. Okay? Down. Up. I'm going to roll the ball back a little further to challenge myself a little more. Down. So make sure your hands are not in front of you. When you come down, you want them level with your chest, not in front of your face. Spread those fingers. That's going to distribute the weight through your wrists. Four more. So you want those elbows slightly back, not flared out 90 degrees. Last one. Roll back. Okay, so now we got the other leg. Okay, the leg furthest from me. Lift and lower. All the way down. Keep those hips level. One more. Now we got the 7 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take it down. 7 again. 3, 2, single counts. Now the 7. 3, 2, single counts. Last set. 4. 2 more. And 7. 1, 2, 3. Last 3, 2, 1. Take it back. Are you good? Grab your band, this band. Keep the other one close. You could be sitting on the mat. Okay, so you're gonna hold one end of the band and then the other, here I'll turn, right here. And I'm gonna pull apart. Okay, so I'm working the triceps of both arms. Sit up really tall. Or you could stand, lift, extend both arms, extend. So fully extend that elbow if you can. One more. We're going to stay at the top and the bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it down. One more time. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember what arm was on top. I should have just had you put the loop on. So when we go to do the other arm, just keep it on. See, it's always fun putting these things on. So you could be sitting on the floor, changes the angle a little bit, that's okay. All right? Open, close, open, I'm shedding. Open, press out, open. Stay there. Sit up tall. Now there's lots of angles to work for the hips and the glutes. So we're gonna work another angle. I want you to tip forward. There. Keep pressing out. Nice flat back though, you're not rounding. Okay, now sit up, out and in. No slack, right? Keep that tension there. Of course, if you need to rest, rest. Okay, here's where we tip forward that hinge. Open, a little hip abduction. Should definitely feel it in the hips. 2 more. Last one. Okay, grab that band again. I almost couldn't reach that. So make sure the other hand is on top this time. We got a lot of equipment going on here. Lift, extend both arms. Make adjustments if you need to, if you can't straighten the arms. I like to bring my chin down so my head isn't in the way. Four, 3, 2, pull, 7 counts. We only have 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In. One more. 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay, we got to do those hips again. Why? Okay, so lean back a little bit. Open. Doesn't this remind you of that machine at the gym that you never see men on? That's what it reminds me of. What's funny about that to me is men really need to work on their hips. We all do. It's not just a butt thing. It's not just about having cute butts. That's just a bonus, right? The older I get, the less I worry about those things. I just don't want to fall apart. Hold out, press out, press out. So I've got that slight lean back. I'm supporting myself. Make sure you're pressing evenly with both legs if possible. Sit up and out and in. Try to really open up. It really depends on your band member. If you need to slide that band up higher on the thigh, if you feel like you can't open very much, slide it up. Okay, last little set. Here's that hinge again. Good, 2 more. I don't know about you, but I feel that. Okay, keep that on, unfortunately, yes. Get rid of the ball. I was having so much fun sitting. I'm a big fan of sitting, probably more than I should be. Okay, so take that band around you. I like to bunch it up. You want to make this tight enough where you couldn't do it all day. Remember, we got to challenge ourselves, because as soon as you really start feeling it, that's where your body starts to change. Right here. So you're bringing it towards center and controlling it back. You're not letting it pull you back, because you're working both ways. Okay, now we're gonna cross it over a little more. Cross, and then other arm on top. So it's kind of like a fly and a press. Not too high with the hands. Okay, now we got 3 crosses. 1, 2, 3, and back. Start with the other arm. What if you don't remember what arm? You got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. I don't know if those are good odds or not. I guess it depends on what we're talking about. Ooh. Relax your neck. Sometimes that's easier said than done, right? So about chest height. Okay, singles, and I promise we're done with this. You know what I love about the band and hate about the band? It works both ways. So you feel it sooner. 2 more. Last one. Okay, you can put that aside. Right there. Now we got the band. We're going to be stepping out. I'm going over here. I'm going to start in my squat. So take 2 steps. Over. And then go back. Why does that band let you go? I slid mine down because this one's a little bit stretched out. I like to slide my foot and create a little more resistance on that inner thigh. 1 more set each way. So you're in a squat. Of course, you could be standing up. Now, inside leg, lift. Try not to offset by leaning away. Try to use your core to stay stable. You could stay in the squat, or you could be up. Can you go a little deeper in your squat? You're like, I don't want to. I don't blame you. Okay. One more. We're going back to our 2 steps. Let's go. Now, if you need to rest, just stand up for a second. Okay, just 1 more that way, and then we got to do that other leg. Now lift. Remember, keep that torso stable. That's part of it. We want to work the core. Did you know your core is made of 17 different muscles? It's not just your abs. I know people think core, they think abs. But if you've done Pilates, you know what's up. 1 more. Now center up, bring yourself up. Tip forward, hinge, and press this leg back and in. So you could be tapping or lifting. So I'm balancing on this leg. This leg is resisting me going with it. It's trying to keep me stable. Now hold this foot back. Now give me a hinge. I'm shifting my hip back. Feeling that stretch, especially in that front leg. Squeezing with that glute. So I'm pressing outward with that band. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, turn and bring it out and in. Out and in. Remember, you could lift. That's more challenging. Obviously, you got to balance on this leg with tension pulling it. But if that's too much tension, remember, just step out and in. Okay? But create that tension. That helps to strengthen that hip, all of that mobility in that stable leg. Now hold it. Okay? Now we've got that RDL, Romanian deadlift, staggered stance. So think like you're going over and down. A lot of times people just bend over. But really think about shifting back, like you're going to stick your butt out first. Butt goes back. And it's like you're peeking over something, right? Oh, I can almost see over there. That's really going to get those hips. So do you have that tension going? This is a great way to work on mobility, stability. Okay, you got 2 more. Here's your last one. Okay, take that loop off. You don't need it anymore. Try not to be sad. You're like, I feel no such thing. Okay, again, this all depends on the band you have. 1 foot easiest, 2 feet together a little harder, 2 feet apart hardest. Okay? So try a rep out. So I'm going to do both feet together, and I lift and lift. It's kind of hard to turn with the band. See, I have a bend in my elbow. I don't have really straight arms. That keeps the elbow soft, will translate to the shoulder, so you have less tension on the shoulder. How does that feel? If that's super challenging for you, keep doing the alternating or do both arms. You're going to know right away. So if you try to do both arms, you're like, whoa, that is too hard. Don't worry about it. Just keep alternating. A little more tension across the shoulder girdle. Stabilizing with the shoulders. Okay, 2 more. Now we're going to be opening this up. So take it up, out, in, and down. Now you could be doing this with one arm going up, out, in, and you only have 2 more, just 2 more. So it could be 2 sets on each arm. And last one. And down. Ooh, that gets you. It got me anyway. Okay, again, dropping one side. I'm turning my grip like I'm going to hitchhike, right? So I'm turning my grip, and you'll have to adjust, do a rep, because you don't know till you try it. Press up, okay? So I see right away I can make that harder. This is shoulder, upper chest, tricep. There's a lot of stronger muscles here. Okay? Up. Up. So I've got a palms in grip, right? Now, some people like a wider grip like military press. I just find this more comfortable for me. Notice full range. Now we're going to go top of the head and then all the way up. So top of the head, all the way up. You only got 2 more. 1 more. Okay, remember what arm you did. Grab the other end. Oh no. Now I'm going to hold with the same hand Okay, I bunched it up because I know my band has a lot of slack in it. Okay, this band is gonna try to pull you. I say it like, watch out. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna come up. So I'm trying to create that tension when I'm coming up, okay? Down, up, down, up. So I take a step back. Even if I don't go all the way to the floor, I keep this knee stable over my heel. So right now I have my right foot in my right hand, but I'm about to change the hand. So I'm switching. That's going to create instability in another way. Keep that knee stable though. Okay, you only have 3 more. One more. All right, step in. How'd you do? Okay, let that go. We got that shoulder press on the other side. Hopefully you remember what you did, what arm you did. So I got my thumb back, like I'm gonna Hittite. We don't do that though, right? Isn't it amazing how common it was back in the day? That's crazy. Got 4 more full range. We're almost done. Yay! Okay, top of the head. All the way up. Top of the head. All the way up. Partial. Full range. Bonk. Okay, we only got 2 more. And then we got a lunge on that other side. Last one. All right. So now I'm on the other leg. And this is the last thing. Yay. So I'm going to start with the same hand as the leg. And here's where I grab lower because I know I need that tension. Down. Up. Because I want that tension as I come up driving through this leg. So hopefully you can do enough tension where there's not a lot of slack at the bottom of the rep. So you don't shift back with the back leg. Okay, you stay with that front leg. 4 more, and then we'll switch that hand. Now you might not even be using a band, and that is totally fine. Especially if lunges are very challenging for you. Okay, so I'm going to switch my hand. And after this, we're done. We'll stretch. How's that sound? Deal? Okay, you only have 4 left. You got this. 2 more. I'm gonna drive into this heel. Push into that heel. 1 more. Nice job. Oh, get that out of the way. Okay. Okay. Open up. Now, if this doesn't feel good, you can always open up this way. Just open up through the chest, front of the shoulder. You can bring your chin down, shoulders down and away from your ears. All right, now keeping those hands behind you, bring it back. Feel it in different areas of the chest and shoulders. And then back down. It's behind you as much as you can. It's like a snow angel, right? Bring your hands to your thighs and then shift back. Curl those hips under, release your back. Flatten. release. This is the only reason that I work out is so I can do this. I used to work, my first job was a women's gym in the 90s. I don't really see many of those anymore. Now bring yourself up. And she used to come in every morning at 6 a.m. I was the 6 a.m. person, and she would grab a stability ball and she would sit on it and just do this. And then the other way for about 15 minutes, and she'd leave 5 days a week, all the way down. And I was, one morning, we would chit chat. One morning I was like, if you went to Target and bought a stability ball, you could do that at home. It's like $10. And I never saw her again. I think she took me up on my advice. I just thought it was silly. She's paying a gym membership to do that. I'm sure the owner didn't like that I told her that. Now, if you need that support for your low back, you don't want to be unsupported, or if you feel lightheaded having your head that low, bring it up and just kind of press those hips back. You're still just releasing the hamstrings. You don't have to be able to touch your toes. I say that because I can't. It makes me feel better. Bring it all the way up. It's like the little things. Wide, and then shift away, inner thigh stretch. I have other gifts to bring the world. Just don't ask me what they are. Other way. Bring it in, step back, release that calf. You can lean forward a little bit more. And then switch sides. We're getting that heel to the floor. We're never forcing anything, of course. It should feel good. And step in. Side stretch, bend those knees, over to the side. You're really lifting up, opening up that space. And bring it in, other way. And bring it center. Big inhale. Exhale. Have I mentioned you guys are fabulous? You really are. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. You did awesome on that band and ball workout. I hope you enjoyed that, or at least got something out of it. So let me know how you feel in the comments. Do you have suggestions for classes, things you would love to work on? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.